Hi. Hi, everybody. Hello. It's an honor to see you and to be with you in this way. Um, I have with me, of course, my candles, my Santa Muerte candle right here. I have La Virgen de Guadalupe here. I have my cleansing candle right here. I have my white candle. This is from an Awakening Vision retreat I did in January. And actually, you know what? I'm going to show y'all my vision board. Part of our Awakening Vision retreat was the crafting of our vision board. So this is my vision board right here. And so, yeah, a lot of love being infused. This is part of my ritual in showing up for y'all is lighting these candles. I have incense burning, some Nag Champa, which is the incense that was constantly a part of where I really began my path of yoga, which was with Baptiste uh, out in Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, I think you could see the smoke wafting in from the Nag Champa and the window light. So, yeah, I think today is going to be all about grounding, in part to honor Earth Day, to help us find that connection to the earth, to help us feel grounded, supported, helping us stay in the here and now in our bodies throughout the practice. So, we'll go ahead and start. And what we'll do is we'll begin with just placing one hand onto the heart and one hand to the surface below you. And so maybe you're seated on a mat, maybe you're even seated in a chair or chilling out in your bed. It's all good. And let's go ahead and, if it's cool with you, close down your eyes and witnessing your heart rising on the inhale, grounding into the surface that's supporting you with your exhale. Rising on the inhale, rising and exhale, releasing on the exhale. Rising, inhale, grounding, exhale. 2 more big breaths. And what is coming up? How are you right now? No need to manufacture a different state. Just honoring how you are in the right here, in the right now. And I'm going to offer some sounds to help us in a landing of our practice, a landing into our current state. Maybe you keep one hand to your heart and the other hand to the surface that's supporting you. Rising, inhale, grounding, exhale. You can stay with the sound, stay with your breath, stay with this current movement. Maybe we can even celebrate the fact that movement can be in the conscious inhale, the conscious exhale. You don't need to feel like you have to do all of the things. Conscious inhale, conscious exhale. Or you can join me now in the sounds, Om, and allowing these sounds to be the sounds to wake up and cleanse the entire energetic body. Also the sound to help awaken us to our internal compass, the intuition. Gathering up all that we are in the here and now as we inhale together through the nose. Open mouth exhale. Another big inhale. Big exhale. Inhaling and the sound Om. Again. Continuing. Honoring the length of your exhale, the duration of your Om. Maybe we play with pitch, color outside the lines. Knowing that that sustaining, solid can be like our baseline. Our way of coming home. Our earth in sound. One more. Keeping the sound in the space, in your body, and if your eyes are still closed, guiding into your awareness an element of earth that helps you feel at home, helps you feel supported and at peace. So maybe this element of earth is a place you've visited. Maybe it is a space in your imagination, a space you have yet to meet. And gathering up the color. What is the color of your element of earth? Does it have an aroma, like fragrant flowers, or the smell of damp soil or grass? Is it expansive and spacious? Is it lush? Gathering up the details of your element of earth, your tierra. Maybe this is where you're meant to stay the rest of the class. free to stay right here. And maybe with every exhale, we can feel that landing in this tierra. With the inhale, rising hearts panning out to this expansive or lush land. Exhale to land even more into this space. There's no right or wrong to this. Maybe even amidst this time, the eyes have opened and closed. That's normal. It's lovingly guiding your awareness back. And then sealing this awareness, etching it into our bodies, our minds, our hearts, as we connect with the sound of Om again. Together, inhale, open mouth, exhale. Inhale. Again, feel free to stay with this. Maybe you find your way to the space you're practicing in, taking the position, the shape of child's pose, Balasana. So that's your knees out wide, big toes together and a touch behind you, and then bringing your hips back to your heels. And then we'll allow the heart to ease down. Maybe the forehead is kissing your element of earth, your tierra. And you can sway this forehead side to side. What inspires ease for you here? Maybe it's a shift of your arms, a different position of your hands. So no need to feel like your practice has to look any kind of way, especially in this time. Honoring the fact that self-care looks different, maybe every day, right? And so feel free to stay here, child's pose. We're going to inhale the hands at center. Exhale to flow your hands and your torso to the right. And then we'll press the floor away to help guide our sit bones towards our heels. Try to embrace expansive breaths over the left side of you. And then reclaiming connection to your element of earth. Maybe you can witness the wind expanding in your ribs, especially the left side of you. And if your earth space has winged beings, maybe you can embrace and embody this winged being while you take these big breaths of expansion and freeing up for your left side. One more big breath. Awakening awareness over the right side. Taking in all that is spacious in your earth, that element. Maybe it's wind blowing through the trees, that expansive sky. 2 more breaths. And then flowing back to center, child's pose. Hands and knees, tabletop position. So we're bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, bringing the knees underneath the hips, and then we'll extend our spine nice and long. I'm going to face you for more ease and following. because then we'll exhale the right shoulder to the right hip, maybe looking over your shoulder for the heel. And then back to center on the inhale, left shoulder, left hip. One more time each way. Back to center, long spine. Child's pose, Balasana, knees out wide, big toes together. Flowing your hips back to your heels, forehead kissing that earth space. A loving sway of the forehead side to side. Two more big breaths here. And then hands underneath your shoulders, bringing your heart up just enough to flow the legs over to one side. And then your comfortable seated position. So it really doesn't matter what shape you take. Let it be different than what you see right now. Embodied in me. It's all good. And then hands on your legs as we inhale our shoulders up. Shoulders drop, open mouth. One more inhale. Big exhale. Shoulder circles front to back. Maybe the eyes stay closed to stay present with your earth element. Can you witness your seat grounding deeper towards your earth, taking your seat as we flow those head circles one direction, allowing your unique body to follow the movement of your head. Let this practice, let your way be completely different to help celebrate the movements of your body. And then the other way. Good. Heart forward, face shines to the sky. Chin in, spine curls back. 3 more, your timing. Honoring your breath pattern. Let it be slower than me. At the end of your third exhale, keep your cat spine and then sway your torso side to side to help release around your shoulder blades, your back. And then isolating the different parts of us that are mobilizing. So now the torso is still, chin deeper into your heart. And then sway your chin side to side. Good. Lengthening and lifting our spines up. Shoulders release it down. Hand to your heart, other hand to the ground, to the surface below you. Inhale, heart rising. How are you now? Exhale to the support below you. One more. Good. And let's bring our bottoms of our feet to touch, knees opening away, creating that diamond shape with our legs. Hands onto the legs as we inhale the heart forward, chin up to the sky. Chin in, spine curls back. 2 more. Keep your spine flowing back, a loving sway of the spine side to side. Lifting our spines up, long spine reaching forward. Interlace your fingers and guide them underneath your feet, bending the elbows away. Making sure that we're not pressing into the legs as we do not want to force ourselves to opening or releasing. Just being patient and loving with ourselves in the process. Shoulders melt down as the spine reaches long. 3 more big breaths right here. How long can your breaths be? Good. And then hands away from the feet, lifting our spines all the way up. We're going to keep the left foot in, extending the right leg away. Flexing this foot up. Hands on the legs, shoulder circles front to back again. 3. And then what we'll do, this is going to be a little different. The right palm shines up and the arm eases down into that right leg, making sure the toes are pointing up to your ceiling space. Left arm reaches up. Now shoulders melt down, sit bones ground down. Bring your heart up to your hand and then reaching up and over to your right. Now it's not about touching this right foot. It's about the left sit bone grounding and the heart opening to the sky, shoulders relaxing. What is comfortable for your neck? Maybe it means you're looking straight at me. Maybe it means you're looking down at the floor. And eventually we are going to look down at the floor, just knowing that. Thinking more of how much space you can create between your left hip crease and your left fingertips. Shoulders relax. So that's more important than how far over our torso is. Normal if you're witnessing quite a stretch already anyway in this right leg. Inhaling. Exhale, arm circles washing across the front. Recalling a color from your element of earth and flowing that over your body, your mind, your heart. This is in part, in celebration of Earth Day, which was yesterday, as we are streaming right now. And then chin in your right shoulder as the left arm flows across the front, focusing on the away reach. 4 more right here. By doing this, maybe we can reclaim connection to the medicine that is the earth, the grounding force that is. This arm helps pull us up, both arms rising up, both hands together at your heart. Good. Now those right toes continue to flex up to the sky. Right hand to the left leg. Left hand behind you. Notice I didn't say knee. Maybe it is even on your foot. And then we're going to lift our spines up. Keep the right toes pointing up as we twist lovingly to the left. Not about how far over we are. We want to keep the toes up. We want to keep the heart lifting, expanding with each breath. Can you relax your shoulders here? Maybe even more. Finding ease in the muscles of your face, your jaw. 3 more breaths. And then we'll come back to center, bringing both hands now towards the right leg, lifting ourselves up, twisting the spine towards the right. So I have my left hand in front of the right leg, my right hand behind, lifting spines, and then guide your spine forward. Normal for that left knee and the hip to want to come up. More important is that your left seat is down, and we're continuing to twist towards the leg, provided you are not pregnant. You are pregnant, maybe the torso stays a little bit to the inside of your right leg. With the twisting towards this right leg, we're detoxifying the body, while maybe you witness some releasing in the left side of your low back. Maybe it's the hip, the leg, everybody's different. 2 more breaths. And then we'll slowly roll up the spine, Bringing your right foot to meet the left back to the diamond shape, cobbler pose, Baddha Konasana, that's what they call it. Hands on the legs, lifting spine up, long spine reaching forward. Shoulders easing down your back as your heart reaches forward. 3 more breaths right here. Has there been a shift? Maybe yes, maybe no. And then we'll lift ourselves all the way up, bringing the left leg now to the side, right foot in, bringing your left hand to shine up. The left hand is in on that left leg. Right arm reaches up, shoulders ease down. Core, heart, crown, reaching to your right hand, and then we're reaching over to that left side of the space. Remembering to keep the right sit bone down, open the heart skyward, shoulders relaxing. 3 more big breaths here. Focusing on the length from fingertips to that right hip crease. More important than touching that left foot. And then we'll inhale here. Arm circles washing across the front. Maybe now it's an element of water that is in your earth landscape. Maybe it's even as subtle as the water in the damp soil. And then the chin will flow into your left shoulder. Arm circles other way. Focusing on the away reach and the length of the right fingertips away to free up the right side of your neck. This arm will help guide us up, and then shoulders ease. Left hand to your right leg, wherever it lands is perfect. Right hand behind you as we lift our spines up. Keep your left toes flexing to the sky as we twist. A gentle twist. Gently detoxifying while we gently release through the legs. That's some chakra work that's happening a little bit here, or not a little bit, a lot. We have the root chakra, which helps us find our sense of foundation. Part of the why of all of this talk about the earth element, emotional life in Sarishana, the hips. Lifting up and then easing at center. And then right hand to the inside of that left leg, left hand to the outside, lengthening up, twisting to your leg. And then maybe if you are expecting, both hands are to the inside, otherwise we frame the leg and then we lengthen and then release forward. This is a way to subtly begin to release through our hamstrings without that sense of over-efforting, or I hope a sense of achievement. Just relax. It's all good. All good. 3 more big breaths. And then we'll slowly lengthen our spines up, bringing both feet at center back to your diamond shape for our hips and our low back space. Lengthening up, bending the elbows away, extending your spine forward. Again, remember your seat are the sit bones flowing back while the spine is extending forward. We could maybe interlace our fingers now and then bring the hands underneath the feet. And notice, does that inspire sensation around your hips or your low back space? Rather than feeling like we're curling over the legs, could we think of a long spine reaching forward? 3 more big breaths. Okay, hands away from the feet, lifting ourselves all the way up. Bring your hands behind you. It doesn't matter how the hands are positioned. We're just lovingly reclining. Bringing the feet in contact with your space. And then a sway of the legs side to side. Now shifting back to the screen because maybe your heart spins away from the legs. Like a chill out twist of sorts. Yeah. And then we'll bring our legs over to one side, it doesn't matter which side, and then bringing ourselves back to hands and knees just for transition. Because now the toes will tuck under and then we'll lift our hips up and away. Downward facing dog, inverted V, alternating bending one knee and then the other, articulating through your feet, taking some time for your calves, your IT bands, your Achilles tendons, your legs. And then remembering the breath that we had at the beginning of practice. So we're going to inhale our heels to rise. Exhale our heels to ground. Inhale, rising. Exhale, grounding. One more. Inhale, heels rising, bending knees, looking at your hands, guiding your feet to your hands, forward fold. Hands on legs, reach your spine long. Exhale to relax your spine. Loving sway of your spine side to side. And then we'll pause at center, arms stay down as we bend our knees and roll up the spine. Arms reaching out and up, hands together at your lifted heart. Close your eyes, feel your heartbeat with your thumbs. How are you? Right here, right now. More movements to get us flowing and grounding. Arms ease down, lift your heart, shine your face up. Chin into your chest, bending knees, rolling down your fluid spine, forward fold. Hands on legs, reach your spine long. And then hands and knees, tabletop position. This could be how you flow in any practice. Cow spine, cat spine. One more. Long spine, toes tuck under. Downward facing dog, inverted V. Inhale the heels to rise, bending knees, looking forward. Feet forward, forward fold. Hands on legs, halfway lift through the nose. Open mouth, relax. Bending knees, rolling up, arms reaching up, hands together at your lifted heart. Two more like that. Arms ease, heart rise, face rise. Chin into the chest, bending knees, rolling down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands and knees, tabletop position, tapping into your earth as we inhale, cow. Open mouth, cat. One more. Maybe you add sound. Long spine, toes tuck under. Downward facing dog, inverted V. Heels rising, bending knees, looking forward. Feet forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, melt. Bending knees, rolling up, arms rise up. Hands together, coming home to your heart. Arms flow down, heart lifting, face shining. Chin into the chest, bending knees, rolling down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands and knees, tabletop position, cow spine, heart rising. Cat spine, open mouth. One more. Long spine, toes tuck under.
Downward facing dog, inverted V. Heels rising, bending knees, looking forward. Feet forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to melt. Bending knees, rolling up, arms rising up. Hands together at your lifted heart. Closing eyes, feeling heartbeat with the thumbs. How are you in this present moment? Maybe with your eyes closed, you can keep flow the feet together to make one imprint into the mat. Diving your heels deeper into your supportive surface. Core flows up to the sky. Shoulders flow down towards support. And in this moment, consider that your heels are planting seeds. What is one thing you may wish to take root in? Beginning in this moment, etching it into your body, your mind, your heart with these movements. Arms reaching for the sky. Swan dive down, generous bends of your knees to support your low back space. Hands on legs, extending spine long. Hands and knees, tabletop position. Cow spine, heart rising. Cat spine, opening your back. One more. Back rising. Long spine. This time, child's pose, balasana. Knees out wide, big toes together. Forehead kissing the earth. Tending to those seeds with your hands, with your forehead, kissing the earth. And maybe it's about staying here to help release through your hips, your low back, to help continue to root into your intentions so that we may embody them. If you wish to flow with those intentions, we could tuck the toes under and flow into downward facing dog, inverted V. And we could flow freely within this down dog. Maybe it's a walk of the dog, flowing legs, hips, head. Perhaps we want to tune into that element of fire, awakening a bit more of that energy as we inhale down dog, exhale high push-up position plank. Maybe you don't have to. Two more. And this is to check in with the state of our wrists. So you can stay with this. Maybe the knees slow down. Bringing those toenails down. Pulling your core, your heart, your crown to what is possible. And then bending those elbows, forehead kisses your element of earth all the way down. We flow. Shoulder blades hug in as we lift up our hearts, Cobra, Bhujangasana, and then exhale the forehead to kiss the mat. Two more. If you are expecting, we would do this from hands and knees and find those cat and cow tilts, or even better yet, those of you who are expecting torso sway side to side to help free up your back. Otherwise, we're flowing, or either way, we're flowing with our intention. One more. Inhale, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Press the mat away. Tabletop position, hands and knees. Toes tuck under, long spine. Inverted V, downward facing dog. Together through the nose. Open mouth clearing. Looking at your hands. Feet towards your hands. Forward fold. Hands on legs. Halfway lift. Exhale to ease. Bending knees. Rolling up your spine. Arms rising towards the sky. Hands together at your lifted heart.
One more similar to what we just did. Arms down, lifting heart, shining face. Chin into the chest, bending knees, rolling down. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands and knees, tabletop position. So now some shifting as we inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Long spine. Child's pose. Feel free to stay. Or inhale, body weight back to the hands. Downward facing dog, inverted V. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, high push up. One more. Inhale, high push up. Exhale, knees down. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, bending elbows, forehead kissing the mat. Inhale, heart rising. Exhale, kissing the earth. One more. Inhale, lift it. Exhaling, child's pose, Balasana. Inhale, body weight to the hands. Downward facing dog, inverted V. Okay, different movements. So now the right leg flows up. Bending that right knee, big circles. Maybe we flow in this movement from a tabletop position. Other way. Right leg lengthening long. And then right leg through. Runner's lunge. Maybe we're guiding it forward with the hands. No big deal. Cow spine, lifting heart. Cat spine, open back. One more. Long spine, back foot spinning flat. Hands onto your front leg as we slowly guide ourselves up. Hands to your hips. Shoulders up. Shoulders drop. Shoulder circles front to back. Just remembering that ease. Maybe we flow the hands down just to be extra kind to our wrists. That could have felt like quite a bit for the wrists. You're not alone. And then arms freeing up. So that being said, let's go ahead and rotate through the wrists. And then the other way. Good. Front leg straight as the palms shine forward. The arms are up. Bending your front knee and your elbows. Open your heart and hips to the sky. 3 more. An extra test of balance is trying to offer these movements with your eyes closed, witnessing your element of earth. And by testing our balance, we're encouraging that groundedness and freedom simultaneously. Keeping the bend of your front knee, arms behind you, bringing opposite hand to opposite forearm or elbow. Shoulder blades and elbows hug in to open your heart first. Right ear, right shoulder. Can the left shoulder ease down towards that earth plane? And yes, balance. I say it because I experienced it just now. And then back up. Left ear, left shoulder, right shoulder flowing down. Easing down. Lifting up, chin up. And now maybe the spine cascades forward. Affirming nod, yes. Clearing flow, no. Shoulders flowing away. Elbows hugging in. 4 more breaths right here. Recalling that element of water in your earth plane, washing over your spine. Clearing you of all the unnecessary, known and unknown, to help free you up. And then the arms flow all the way up. Hands together at your heart. Remember those seeds you've planted into your practice, into your awareness. Front foot aligns with the back arch. Take time with the feet, the foundation of your feet. Maybe this means the back toes angle slightly to the side. And then open your hips, your heart towards that left side now. Closing your eyes, remember those seeds of connection, conscious awareness. And then we'll inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale to extend your arms like branches. Front to back, creating that T position for our warrior two. 2 more breaths. I'm going to say this so we can flow some ease into our hips. So long legs, arms flow down. Exhale to bend your front knee, arms flow to T. 3 more. Element of water, element of earth, flowing with your soil, the love to your seeds to help manifest all that is possible. Arms relax down. And then we'll guide the right toes over. So now all 10 toes are facing the left side of our space. Hands on the hips as we inhale, shoulders up, shoulders drop. Lift your core, heart, and crown, your face up. And then bend your knees, walk your hands down, your legs wide-legged. Forward fold to your degree. It doesn't have to be far. Give yourself grace. Gift yourself patience. Free yourself from any judgment of yourself. 2 more big breaths. And then bending knees, rolling up, arms rising up, hands together at your heart. Spinning all 10 toes towards me, a bend in your front knee just to guide the back foot to meet the front. How'd it go? And then we'll inhale the arms out and up. Bending knees, swan dive down. Halfway lift, long spine extending. Hands and knees, tabletop position. Cow spine, open heart. Open mouth, cat spine. 1 more, open heart. Express its truth, open mouth. Long spine, toes tucked under. Downward facing dog, inverted V. Left leg rising. Left knee bending, fluid circles with this left leg. And remember, this can be done from tabletop position, especially if it's feeling a bit much for your upper body. Other way. Left leg long and lifted. Left leg through as many steps as you need to encourage knee to ankle aligning. Hands stay grounded, cow spine, lifting heart. Cat spine, open that. 2 more. Long spine, back foot spinning flat. Hands to your front leg, lifting yourself up, pressing the mat away with the outer edge of your back foot as the hips and heart are shining forward, arms are rising, warrior 1. Front leg long, palms shine forward, bend your front knee and your elbows, open your heart to the sky. 3 more. At the end of that third bend of your elbows and your front knee, arms flow behind you. Make sure the opposite forearm is on top.
Shoulder blades and elbows hug in as we lift our core, heart, and crown. This time, face shines over your right shoulder. Yes, notice that balance shift. Back to center, over your left shoulder. Back to center, chin sky, and then flowing forward. Affirming nod, yes. Clearing flow, no. Shoulder blades, elbows hugging in. Remembering that element of water washing over your leg, your spine, your neck. 4 more breaths right here. Yeah, good. At the end of that 4th exhale, arms drizzle down this time as we roll up. Yes, it's a different sort of rooting. You have to dig into that surface with your heel. Shoulder circles front to back. 3. And then hands together at your heart. Remember those seeds you are planting. Aligning your front foot with your back arch. Opening your hips, your heart, to the space to your right. Inhale to extend and lift. And then exhale to extend your branches out. Warrior 2. 2 big breaths here. Breathing your why. And then legs long, arms ease. Bend front knee, arms T. 3 more. Conscious breaths with your conscious movement. And then the legs will lengthen. Hands on the hips. All 10 toes face now the space to your right. Lifting spine. Bending knees. Walk your hands down your legs. Wide-legged. Forward fold. Pressing the mat away or your space away with the outer edges of your feet. Guiding the hips up towards the sky. Affirming nod of the head, yes. Conscious clearing flow of your head, no. 4 more breaths. Let's try and embrace stillness, allowing the breath to be the movement. And then at the end of your 4th exhale, know that you can bend maybe one knee at a time, sway the torso, find some twists. Either way, let's flow slowly and lovingly. Just to make sure we stay away from harming ourselves. And then we'll go ahead and bend our knees, rolling up the spine, arms rising up, hands together at your heart. All 10 toes towards the front of your space. Back foot meets the front. And then we'll inhale the arms down. Lift your heart, shine your face. Chin in, bending knees, rolling down your spine, forward fold. Halfway lift, extending spine. Hands and knees, tabletop position. Cow spine, lifting heart. Open mouth, exhale. 1 more. Long spine. Flow your shins to one side. Having a seat, taking a seat, and then we're going to go ahead and bring the legs long. It's already time. As the arms flow forward, the spine lengthens up, and then we'll release down. Maybe you're ready for that gift of rest. Feel free to take a rest. Maybe you even bring that extra blanket or pillow to help serve your comfort, to help support you in ease. Maybe you want to offer some twists. And settling in. And we're just going to close with those simple sounds of Om. So maybe you join me in that restful vibration, offering your Om. Maybe it's just the M part of it. Just let me wash the sound over you, supporting you with loving sound. May we continue to ground and to trust in our knowing, not of the analytical mind, but of the heart mind, of the intuitive mind. May we feel the support in this moment from the element of earth. And remembering support that can be had in every exhale, every inhale. The mindful rise, the freeing ease, the expansive inhale, the conscious clearing exhale. Together through the nose. Open up. Reclaiming connection to those seeds that you have planted, those seeds planted by your intuition, your internal compass. Celebrating all of the connection that you cultivated as you slowly brush your thumbs amongst all fingertips and wiggle your toes. Guiding your knees into your heart. Find that loving sway of your legs side to side, the love on your low back.
Flowing over to one side, completely relaxed. And then guide yourself up to your comfortable seated position. Arms reaching for the sky. Hands together at your lifted heart. Inhale, arms rising. Hands coming home together at your heart. One more rising. One more coming home. Bowing head to the heart. Wishing for you the conscious connection and remembering of the rising and returning that is possible with each mindful breath. Sealing our practice with the sound of Om together through the nose. Open mouth clearing. Together inhale. Slowly flickering the eyes open if they've been closed, allowing the light to enter in. Such a gift to be here with you all. Hope to see you again next time. And hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste. See you next time.